Our talks to avert the planned strikes at British Airways were abruptly broken up after protesters burst into the building where they were taking place. Without an agreement, the first walkout is due to begin on Monday. The BA boss, Willie Walsh, was entirely surrounded by shouting demonstrators from the Socialist Workers' Party. He had to be helped out by the Unite leader, Tony Woodley, before being escorted from the building by police. Mr. Woodley vented his frustration and rounded on the protesters.
Shut up! If you support the cabin crew, leave the building. There's no one else.
Well, our reporter Benjamin Cohen is outside ACAS in central London. So what's the latest?
Well, about an hour and a half ago, it was pretty much as you see it now. No one really around and quite crucially, no real visible security. Suddenly out of nowhere, 200 protesters from the Socialist Worker Party stood outside, shouted for Willie Walsh and then decided to go straight up to the 22nd floor where they came face to face with them. Well, about half an hour ago, the union bosses and British Airways bosses left. They didn't say anything, but what we do know is they will reconvene tomorrow, this time at a secret location with no media, and they're hoping absolutely no protesters.
So where had they got to this afternoon?
But we understand that they were actually at a relatively crucial stage, which is why Tony Woodley was probably so frustrated when the protesters suddenly arrived. The real sticking point is no longer changes that British Airways wanted to make and wants to make to staff pay and conditions. It's actually about the loss of travel perks by those who took part in the strikes last month and the sacking or suspension of between 50 and 60 British Airways staff accused of being the ringleaders. If the talks don't end up in a resolution, then there will be a one-day strike on Monday. British Airways say that they're confident that 70% of passengers won't notice any difference. Gatwick and London City Airport, for example, won't be affected. And everyone else should probably check before they travel.
Benjamin Cohen.